Before I get started with this video, I would like to say if you have not already, please click the subscribe button, and when you guys subscribe, be sure to click the bell icon right next to the subscribe button to get notified whenever I upload another amazing video such as this one. Thank you, and enjoy the video. Yo guys, what's up? I'm Multimap, and in this episode I'm going to teach you guys how to make a smeltery. Now this is very easy, just takes a little time and some materials guys, but I promise you guys it's really easy. But before we get started with this video guys, if you're new to my channel, be sure to click that subscribe button if you have not done so already. Turn notifications on by clicking that bell icon to get notified whenever I upload another video and be the first to be notified. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the smeltery. So to begin with, we're going to need a ton of seared bricks, which involve just seared brick itself. In order to get seared brick itself, guys, we're going to need to get a block called grout, okay? So with this crafting recipe, which is 1 sand, 1 clay, 1 piece of gravel, will give you 2 grout blocks. And once you get a grout block, you want to go ahead and put it into a furnace and it'll turn it into a brick. Now, I would recommend doing this because with now either way around, whichever way is easier for you. This is just my preference, but then again, this could be a lot easier for you. So don't just go based off what I say. But I would recommend this. So we got 4 sand, 1 clay block, and 4 gravel. This will give you 8 grout. And like I said, you're going to need a ton of these because you're going to need a ton of these to make a ton of seared bricks to get this started. All right, so don't when you get the seared bricks, don't turn them all into seared bricks right here. Just be sure to save some of them so you guys can get the stuff over here, because you're gonna need a smeltery drain. You're gonna need 2 of those, 2 smeltery drains. Okay. Then you're gonna need a faucet, 2 faucets to attach to the smeltery drain. And what the smeltery drain is, it's the thing right over here. Okay, that way you get a casting basin and a casting table. Alright, and I'll explain what those are for here in a second. Now you're going to need a smeltery controller, which is 8 seared bricks, which is right over here, this little furnace right here. This is your smeltery controller, and then you're going to need a seared tank. So when you get a seared tank, you're going to do it the same way, but this time you're just going to add glass in the center to get a seared tank. And you're going to need the 2 more things, which is the casting table and the casting basin. So to make a casting basin, you're just going to take 7, do it like this, and then to make a casting table, you're just going to flip it over and do it like that. So once you have all that, you're pretty much started. So let's go ahead and get started with this building, and I'll explain everything as we go. Before we get started, guys, like I said, casting table is to make casting table is to make these things right here, the blank cast. And this is how you're going to make like your iron, diamond, tin blocks, and all that fun stuff. So I already got some stuff in here as it is. So right here we got molten iron. So to make a basin, you're going to, well, this only doesn't work with iron, but it works with gold. So to make a basin, a block, you're going to go ahead and just dump that into there. So watch this. So as it fills up, it's going to take a moment to fill up. But once it fills up, it's going to make an iron block. So this is a great way to store liquid, but you can, now different liquids make different things, guys. So always don't just use one metal. I will make a tutorial on how all that works in another video. I'm just going to be teaching you guys how to make the furnace, okay, the smeltery. So once this is done, it has to take time to dry off. You get yourself a block of iron, or whatever metal you put in there. Okay, it doesn't have to be iron specifically. You can even put obsidian in there if you wanted. But without further ado, enough talking. We're gonna go ahead and start this build. Alright, so once you have everything, you're going to need to make a 3x3 area. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and break these blocks just like this. Okay, and you can honestly put this anywhere you want to. And you're just going to want to put 3x3 blocks, so a total of 9 blocks. And you're going to want to go ahead and wrap around this. And then go ahead and put this like this, make it like a wall around it. And go ahead and just place that in the center. Because right here, you're going to go ahead and put your smeltery controller. Alright, now this isn't going to work until you have a seared tank here. Now, that'll get this started, but it will not do anything until you have lava in here. This is where the bucket of lava comes into play, but we're not worried about that just yet. Now, as you guys can see, this only has 9 slots, okay? So, as you guys can see, that has 9 slots. And if you come over here, this has, like, more than I can count slots. So, what you want to do, now, how do you get that? This is based on how high you build it. So, the higher you build it, the more you can fit in here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and wrap around it just like this. And then you're going to want to leave this open right here. Do the same thing. Wrap around it, but this time leave this side open. Put one right here. Then you want to take your smeltery drain and put one. This is where you need 2 of them. So take your 2 smeltery drains and place them like this. Take your 2 faucets, place them right there. And that's where your casting table. You can go on either side. It doesn't really matter. Casting table and casting basin will come into play. Now, like I said, they can go on either side. It really doesn't matter. You can even put this back here if you wanted. Like you can put it however you want, but it just needs to be made in this form. So now I added another height. Now it gave me 18 slots. So if I do this, this should give me 27 slots. Okay, so the higher you build it, the more space that you get. So you see what I'm saying, guys? So you got 9, 18, 27. So that's the start of how to make a smeltery. Now, this honestly is I would recommend this height right here. This way you can fit more, okay? No less, and it doesn't even have to be that tall. To me, this is the recommended height. Now, in order for this to work, like I said, you're gonna need to fill it with lava, okay? So once you guys get a bucket of lava, you can go ahead and fill the seared tank with lava. And then, yeah, so that's about it. So you can take, like, pretty much any ore. So we're going to go ahead and take 10 gold nuggets, okay? So you're just going to toss those into there, and once they are finished smelting, they're going to go ahead and turn into liquid like the molten iron over here. Now this is how you guys can make yourselves I forgot what it's called. A cast. My bad. I'm sorry. A blank cast or a cast, whatever. Now, like I said, I'll teach you guys all about that in a future episode, possibly. And what you just do is you right-click that. It'll make the cast, and it's going to take time to cool off. And once it's cooled off, you got yourself a blank cast. Now, you can put stuff on here, and then you can place like other blocks on there. So let's just say we get a sapling. Yeah, let's just take a sapling, and now I wouldn't recommend pouring it on a sapling, but you can go ahead and put a sapling down. You can put whatever you want down on it, and then you just go ahead and do this again. Now, like I said, it will not work since this isn't one to recognize items down here. But, yeah, so I do hope that this episode helped you guys, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Always, if you guys want to know how to do something, want to know how to make something, want to know how to do whatever, be sure to comment below what you guys want to see a tutorial on, and I'll be sure to do it just for you guys. And I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in a future tutorial. Bye-bye.